Count this down, Mikey O.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get this party started, Todd.
All righty. We do want to welcome you guys to our corporate update call. This is the most important call we do every single week. This is where you get all the news, all of the announcements directly from our CEO and founder. We've always got incredible guests and people that are rank advancing and various ambassadors. Again, this is the one call you want to promote every single week, along with our training call we do on Saturday. By the way, as a quick side note, on Saturday, we had Miss Cynthia Sly. She did an unbelievable job. Gave historical context to the entire direct selling industry. A lot of you may not know that Heinz ketchup was once sold via direct sales. In fact, direct selling is the oldest distribution model that we know of. It dates back to the hunter-gatherers. It hunts back to the beginning of civilization. That is how long direct selling has been going on. And of course, obviously, then you have the updated versions where we have multiple levels and things like that that have happened here in the advent of the last 60, 70 years. But again, this is the oldest distribution model known to man, dating all the way back to the origins of civilization. But she did an incredible job on that training call. If you did not see that on Saturday, you definitely want to go back to the company Facebook page. We record those, we stream them, we archive them as we do all the past calls. And you can certainly check that particular call out. Tonight is going to be an incredible call. All kinds of amazing things happen to Mikey. Sales are off the chart. Our CEO and founder will be talking about that. Mike's going to break down, obviously, all the different rank advancements that have happened. We're at the beginning of a brand new month. And so, guys, 1/4 of the year is now gone. And so 1/4 of the year. So it wasn't that long ago. We were all saying, hey, Happy New Year. And people were writing down those New Year's goals, those New Year's resolutions. And believe it or not, 90 days have gone by. 3 months have gone by. 1/4 of the new year is gone, which means you have 3/4 of the year left. So maybe you're on track, maybe you're not. But this is a time you want to kind of plan, do, and review. How am I doing? Based on the things I said I wanted to do January 1. Am I on track? Am I off track? And remember that every month brings with it a brand new beginning. Every week has a brand new beginning. Every day is a brand new beginning. So you should be doing daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals. But again, we're at the beginning of a month, the beginning of a brand new quarter. And so it doesn't matter if maybe things didn't go the way you had hoped in the first 90 days. All that matters is what you do next, what you do now. And so again, it's a time to, break out that pen and paper, a time to go back and say, hey, what are those things I wanted to accomplish? There's my pen and paper. What are those things I wanted to accomplish? What are those things I wanted to do? And hey, how do I get on track, or how do I stay on track? Maybe I'm doing well in these areas and not as well in some of these areas, right? But I want you to realize that you become the exception. You join the top 5%. The moment you decide to put those small little things that appear to make no difference at all into action. For example, how many people take the time to have clearly defined written goals and put that stuff down on paper? And I can tell you the answer. The answer is less than 10%. You automatically join the top 10% the moment you do something as simple as writing down specifically the things you want to accomplish in life, writing down all those things. The moment you do that, the moment you read 10 pages of a good book every day, you've joined the top 10%. The moment you listen to 15 minutes of positive audio every day, you join the top 10%. The moment you eat an apple every day, you join the top 10%. If you're flossing your teeth every day, you join the top 10%. If you're walking around the block for your good health and doing some push-ups, you join the top 10%. You're doing those little things that anybody could do, but how many people do them? And that's where you hear our CEO and founder constantly talk about. It's not so much that you have to do all these advanced things. No, you just have to do the simple things, right? Just take action. Be the person who does read the 10 pages, the person who does prospect 3 to 5 people every day, the person who does, plug in and do all those kinds of things you're supposed to do. So with that, Mikey O, I want to get this over to you to do the most important thing we do every single week, which is to honor and recognize all of you that have rank advanced. There is a ton of you. You are the ones that are taking the correct action steps. You are the ones that are blazing the trail for others to follow. Because when you rank advance, when you go out there and become 2-star, 1-star, whatever your rank is, you're saying, hey, I did it. You can do it too. You're inspiring that next person to do what you just did. You're demonstrating that it's possible. You're demonstrating how to do it, because obviously you did it. That lays a roadmap to how to get it done. So, Mikey, without any further ado, I turn it over to you.
Thank you, Todd. I appreciate all that you do. And well, I'll tell you what, we have just had so much growth here recently. I've got, I think, 8 or 9 boxes sitting on a desk in the office ready to ship. I'm just waiting for rings to show up. And then you're talking about those daily habits. You see there, Mr. Hart. Maybe a lot of you probably noticed a transformation in him recently, but he pumped out, Todd, today, he pumped out like 20 something push-ups, man, right in front of me. He just came in from a workout, and he came in from being out, and he came in and he just got down and did 20 something push-ups, man. I was pretty impressed.
Jealous in the background saying that she could do more.
Well, that's the truth. Welcome everybody to our Travorium corporate update. And like Todd said, this is really an important part here, our rank advancements. And if you're new to Travorium, welcome, first of all. The first rank, of course, here at Travorium is what's called a director. Now, the first of every month, I like to do a summary of the last month. And so in the month of March, we had 119 new directors. So the director level means that you went out and sponsored 3 business partners, or you acquired 3 customers of our titanium or our platinum travel product. And so we had 119 new directors in March. That's just phenomenal. These ones that you're looking at right here are just our most current ones from just last week, okay? And so congratulations to all those that went out and found 3. At this level here, you're making the income that it's equal to your monthly business expense, okay? So you're kind of breaking even at this point, and you have reached the area of what's called profitability now. And so congratulations again. The next level here at Travorium is what's called a 1-star director. In the month of March, we had 23 new 1-star directors. At this level here, you're making approximately, depending on if you're taking advantage of all the bonuses that are available, you're making between $400 to $700 a month. And you've went out and acquired 600 business volume BV in each of 2 legs. Congratulations to Laurel Leal, Sandora Anders, Oksana Davidson, Leah Bizier, Alexander Yevchev, Brad Stitham, and Candace Lefevre. These are the ones that are just the most current, but we had 23 in March. The next level here is what's called a 2-star director. We had 7 new 2-stars in March, and these are the 7 new 2-stars, which were Randall Rogers, Stephanie Dion, Lucy Bricot, Keith Brown, Irina Panchaliuga, Lucy Bricout, and Luis Catalaga Rieg. Congratulations to our 7. Then we had just our most current ones are these 2 right here, Unai Rementeria and Paul and Donna Scales. Now at the 2-star level, you're making between $24,000 to $34,000 a year, maybe $2,000 to $3,000 a month. And of course, we're going to give you a beautiful ring that you see back here up in the top right-hand corner, a 2-star director ring. It's a championship ring. And once you hit your 31-day bonus, I'll go ahead and send you an email requesting your ring finger size and the best shipping address to send your ring to. And so congratulations to the 7 in March, and congratulations to our most current 2-star directors. In the month of March, we also had 2 new 3-stars. You notice Keith Brown here, he went from 2-star to 3-star in just no time at all. The guy's got some momentum going. And so here's a gentleman right here that's putting the pedal to the metal. And of course, we want to congratulate Vladimir Santiesteban. Congratulations to the both of you. Now at this level here, you're making between $30 to $40,000 in residual income, approximately. You're also making a $300 lifestyle bonus that you can do with what you want. If you want to go out and put this on a car payment, if you want to put this on your mortgage, whatever you desire, you can do that with. And some other benefits take place too at this level. So congratulations to the both of you that did that in March. Also in March, we had a brand new ambassador, of course, Igor Nikitsky, who spoke on our call last week, I think it was. Yes, and he talked on our call last week, and he was really, really inspiring. So congratulations to Igor and becoming a new ambassador at this level here. you have a 6-figure lifestyle now. And so there's just all kinds of things that take place. You become a participant in the ambassador pool, which is another bonus. So congratulations. And then we also, this was huge, we had a brand new 2-star ambassador, of course, Daryl and Maria Roberts, in March. And like Todd says, these are people, or maybe even David says this too, that these are people that are live in resorts and they visit their home once in a while. They got to go home once in a while to get the mail and make sure the gardener's doing his job too. And so congratulations, of course, to Daryl and Maria Roberts. Just a dynamic couple, okay? And so congratulations to all of our rank advancements of this last month and this just last week. And so that is it for today. And I think I'm going to turn it back to Todd at this point. So
yeah, Mike. I mean, Mike Gill, what an incredible list. And by the way, Keith Brown, if you actually go back and look, he went 1-star, 2-star, and 3-star, all in the 1 month, right? I think he set a record for the fastest to 3-star ever in the history of the company. By the way, he's going to be on our corporate update call next Monday night. You don't want to miss that. He'll be here along with the scales. We're going to have the team scales on here. They're going to be here as well. In fact, I got to spend some incredible time with them, getting to know them and hearing their story. And they got an incredible story, Paul and Donna. When you get to hear some of the stuff they've done, I mean, it's going to be amazing having those two on. We're going to have Randy Rogers on next week as well. He'll be on brand new 2-star director with Jeremy and Sarah. So it's going to be a power-packed week next week with the guests that are coming on the call. But again, congratulations to everyone out there that has rank advanced. Guys, it's been incredible number of sales coming into the company, rank advancements all across the board. There's not any one group, any one person, any one country, any one language. It's all the languages, all the countries, everyone going out there showing what we're doing and getting a reception that's obviously creating lots of sales. And of course, that makes sense. We're doing things in travel that have just never been done before. We're showing people how to do the one thing they've always dreamed of doing at a price they never knew was possible. Whether you're booking at the net rate on our travel portal, whether you're taking advantage of the getaways, the world tours, the trip incentive, whether you go out there and you tell 3, and of course now you got all those points coming in every month at no ongoing cost to you. It's not coming off your credit card anymore, and you're turning those points in for just amazing experiences. So pretty incredible. But what I want to do at this point in time is take this call to our CEO and founder, who, by the way, we have a brand new call that we do every Tuesday for 2 stars and above. And so that's something brand new that we have, just developing that next wave of leadership. In fact, I was on some leadership calls recently, Dave, and somebody actually had just an incredible quote. He says, you know, what we have going on in the direct selling industry at the moment is kind of a pandemic of leadership. We're simply just not developing enough leaders, that are, reading the books, developing the mindset, develop themselves fast enough. And so we're growing faster than our rate of leadership. And so a big part of this call we do every Tuesday is to accelerate, if you're a 2-star and above, to accelerate your leadership so that you can better handle the growth that's about to ensue. And if you're not a 2-star, well, that's an incentive. Hey, I want to be on that call. How do I get on that call, right? Well, go out there and become a 1-star, become a 2-star, and then you get to get on that call and get all of that knowledge of how do I build one of these massive teams that spreads all over the world? How do I build one of those residual checks where that check comes in every single week, every single month, even after I quit working? How do I build depth and stability in my organization? And that's what Mr. David Hart's going to be sharing every single Tuesday. So without any further ado, a gentleman who was a finalist for Entrepreneur of the Year for a reason, doing things that no company's ever done before. Mr. David Hart, I turn it over to you.
Thanks, Todd. One of the things that I would just share, you said a lot of things there in a very short amount of time in terms of developing leadership and creating success. And I've always been a big believer that, action just cures a lot of the challenges that people go through in finding success in anything that you do in life. When you just put your first step forward and your second step, and you just move towards the goal that you want, and you're doing the action steps that create those behaviors, the action steps that that create the results is how you ultimately get where you need to go. And a lot of people get caught up in all of the minutia instead of just going to work, going and doing it. How many times, in our business, two things, if you learn to do two things in our business, invite people to, or to take a look at our opportunity, engage with them in conversation, and then teach your people to do that and continue to do that. Everything else can work out. You can learn to be a better communicator, to be a better presenter. You can learn to, and even if you're not a great presenter and you're not a great communicator, you know what? We have tremendous people in our company that are mega successful at communication skills, and they can take over maybe if you're lacking in an area. But most importantly, you know what? You got to learn to expose people to Travorium. You got to learn to share the Travorium business with people. And if you do that over and over and over again, that message is a good message, and it'll fall on the right people if you do it long enough. So,
yeah, in fact, as you describe that, I think that sometimes what people fall into is what I call creative avoidance, which is they creatively think of things they need to do to avoid doing the thing they're supposed to do, right? I need to call people, but you know what? Let me get my desk straightened out and let me study the comp plan a little further. Sometimes we go out of our way to find things to do that keep us from doing the thing that we're really supposed to do.
we went down to Mission Valley Mall over the weekend, and we had to do a couple of things down there, and we stopped and we had dinner at the same place that I took you and Maria and Adele and I took you and Gina and Maria and Daryl to for dinner. And it was different that day. All the waiters, busboys, the servers, everybody was on it. They were smiling, they were communicative, very communicative with people. And the one gal that was running the place, she was the district manager for multiple restaurants that they had. And it just felt different. And so at the end, I said, hey, are you own the company? Do you own this restaurant? I was getting ready to prospect her. I'm still going to prospect her. And because she was sharp. And she says, no, I'm the district manager. And I said, hey, I just want to commend you on what a great job your staff has done in terms of service, food, communication, from time that we sat down to the time that we got up and left. And I said, how do you do it in today's time? Because we've been to some restaurants and different places where the service and the people aren't that good. And she says, you know what I do? She says, what's been very key for me is that we hire happy people. We hire people that are smiling and they're positive. And she said, and this is the part I want you guys to catch right here. She said, because we can teach people how to cook. We can teach people how to bus. We can teach people how to be waiters or waitresses. But what we're looking for, what she was really saying is we're looking for people that have the right attitude, right? Because all the other stuff can be learned. Well, it's the same in our business. If you go into this business with the right attitude, all of the other things can be learned. If you go into this business with your actions high and your attitude right, eventually, if not quicker, you're going to start to build your business. So shout out to Cynthia Sly. She absolutely, Todd, you rocked it the first 20 minutes on Saturday's training. And then Cynthia came in and she slayed the day. Did an incredible job on Saturday. And I was thinking how many people would have benefited from the training that you guys did. You set the table for her to come in and talk about the industry and network marketing and why it makes sense. And if you haven't heard that training, it's up on recording on Facebook, correct, Todd?
Yes, it's up on the Travorium page.
I would encourage you guys to do that. And I would encourage you guys also to be there live and take notes. And because there'll be something there that you can write down and that will help you further your success in your Travorium business, because you're hearing from people in our company that are doing it and they're having success in our company. And that's, you want to hear it from the people in the trenches making it happen. So encourage you guys to get on those live, make it a commitment to be there. When you get there, you know, have that attitude that, hey, you know what, I'm going to make sure that I'm paying attention, I'm writing things down, because I'm going to hear something. Tell yourself this, I'm going to hear something today that's going to make me a little bit better in my business and move me forward to where I want to be. And if you come in with that approach and that attitude, then you're going to find and hear those things that you need to hear. Before I get started, a quick presentation tonight. Hey, Palm Sunday on Sunday yesterday, Holy Week this week, Easter coming up. So the resurrection of Jesus Christ is going to be a great, a big weekend here for all the people. Del and I, Todd, you and Gina, Del, Maria, a lot of the people in our company are Christians. So it's going to be a day of a remembrance here on Sunday. So, and a great week coming into it. So let me just kind of get into this real quick. Hey guys, I love saying this. We are a Better Life company. It's so easy to put together presentations for our company because, hey, you know what? It's all about experiencing life and traveling more and having fun. And if you haven't got the travel bug yet, I just got to share with you guys that, man, we've got a way and a platform and a system here for you to travel and see the world like no other travel membership on the planet, bar none. Tuesdays, Todd talked about it. I'll just quickly touch base on it. Tuesdays, Zoom. If you're a 2-star director and above, we would like to invite you onto that call. We'll be sharing updates and insights. You'll get them first. And some of the things that have helped me build and be successful in the network marketing industry. Prior to founding Travorium, I built out in the field for 10 plus years, 4 big downlines before deciding to found and operate and run Travorium. So I've been around the block a few times in the industry and love to be able to share my insights and with you guys and updates that take place at the time to help further your business. So it's a leadership call for those people that are 2-star directors in the business. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about signs to look for if you're building a big team and things that you should be doing with your group. So looking forward to do that with you guys tomorrow. Hey, Ignite Your Business Conference in Las Vegas, July 15th. The location is going to be at the M Resort. Incredible, beautiful facility. We're excited to be able to bring this to you guys on July 15th. It'll be from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And guys, I just want you guys to know that events build your business. So I shared it on last week's call. I believe I would not be in network marketing if it wasn't for me going to an event. My gosh, that was 25 years ago. I remember that had tried network marketing, thought I was doing network marketing for a couple of years, had no success in the industry. And it was like my last hurrah. Decided to go to an event to see what it was all about. And it was at that event that I'd made an emotional decision and a commitment and a decision to take action. And when I did that, all things around me started to change. And I do remember that from that moment on, the power of events and what that could do. And so the goal here is when you go is not to go alone. So not only do you want to get empowered and you want the business to go from your head to your heart, it's where you make that emotional decision and that commitment and that decision to be all in. And that's when great things start to happen. But your goal is to bring people with you. I want to encourage you guys to get your tickets, step out on faith and go out and get your tickets and push your team. This is one of the things that is a voluntary army and a business when you build in our industry. But this is one of the things that you guys get to push. You want to be pushing your team to get there. They say, hey, I can't go and my kid's got a ball game. Hey, you know what? It's okay to miss a ball game every once in a while if you take the next 2 years and get committed, because then you'll never have to miss any ball games. Hey, well, I'm maybe going to go on vacation. Well, you know what? Cancel that vacation, come to Las Vegas, and let's make a difference and impact not only your lives, but people around you. So this is a time when it comes to events that you want to push your team to get there. You want to set the example, get your tickets early. You can't tell somebody to do what you're not willing to do. So make sure that you get your tickets bought, you get committed to that, and then get your team there. Okay, and you're going to hear from our top leaders and how they built the business and what they do to succeed. And you're going to see how they act, the attitude. You're going to see the in person, the way they do things, and it makes all the difference in the world. Things that we can't grasp or catch totally on a Zoom. So in person's always takes it to the next level. A quick update, steady growth. Guys, you guys rocked in the month of March. I looked at the growth scale from March 2023 over 2022, 27.2% growth. And when I compared the 2 months, when I look at our growth of our company, I look at a variety of different things, and these two things stood out to me. March over March, 2022 to 2023, 27.2% growth. And then February 2023 over March 2023, 19.2% growth. We had a lot of Travorium travel packs sold in the month of March. A lot of people book and travel right now. And so that took our growth, helped take our growth where you see that number at over 19%. World tours up 7% over February. Guys, I don't know if you realize this, but March, I talked about February's world tours growth spurt over January, and we're still booking more world tours month over month. People are traveling, they're experiencing our services and our product, and we're excited about that. Getaways, unusual, big jump in the month of March. A lot of you guys out there booking getaways 14% over February, and February was a big month in growth over January. So what does that tell you? That tells you that we have lots of people getting involved in the business, a healthy company that's growing, people using services and utilizing the Travorium travel points and taking advantage, either world tours or getaways. And I believe that this is just the foundational period. It's in the next 12 months, it's going to, foundation building in the next 12 months, it's going to explode our business. So you're at the right place at the right time with the product that makes sense, a product that's going to be around in the marketplace for decades to come, and a company that has a vision to be here for decades to come. So I just want you guys to know that where we sit as a company. And hey, at the end of the day, what I love about our product and our services, you get to create life experiences. And that's what makes us a better life company. So for me, that's my part tonight. I look forward to chatting with all the 2-star directors and above tomorrow. It's going to be a great time on the call. So Todd, I'll give it back to you.
All righty. Thank you, Mr. David Hart. And obviously incredible updates. And you're showing those kind of growth numbers and the product, those growth numbers and the growth of our company. Of course, we see it in all the rank advancements and all the people that are doing all the incredible things they're doing out there. So again, guys, all these sales, all this happens because of all of you. And I know there's a lot of other countries, some of them, sneak in here and watch our corporate update call as well. But again, commend all of you for all that you're doing, all the rank advancements, and pretty incredible. Because again, we're doing things in travel that have never been done before. We're doing things in recognition that have never been done before. We're doing things in compensation that have never been done before. And again, when you look at our product, it's timeless. I've been around the direct selling industry now for 28 years. It's been incredible. But not all products are created equal, because even if you look at the nutritional space, which is probably the biggest component of the direct selling space, every time you turn around, there's a new miracle product that if you're selling that product, maybe you have growth. And if you're not, your sales are tanking. And when I first got involved in the direct sales industry, everyone was talking about aloe vera. You got to have aloe vera, right? Well, now they sell that stuff in a 5-gallon jug for $2 at Walmart, right? And then it became, grape seed extract and pycnogenol, and then it became, spray vitamins, and then it became, the jungle juices, right? And we got the acai juice, and we got this juice and that juice, and you had the jungle juice wars. And of course, the acai juice then was sold at, Walmart and Sam's Club and every other place. And then that kind of went by the wayside. And then they had, the next, miracle product. It was CBD. And then of course, now CBD is everywhere. And that went by the wayside. Now it's liquid collagen. And so every time you turn around, they're trying to find that next miracle product, right? It's just kind of this moving target at all times. But when you look at what we sell, guys, it's timeless. I mean, they were traveling, 6,000 years ago. They were traveling at the time of Christ. They were traveling 1,000 years ago. They were traveling 500 years ago. They were traveling 100 years ago, and they will be traveling 500 years after we're all gone. And there's always been big time markup in the travel space. And when you can show people a brand new model, we're bringing that Netflix, type of a model. We don't mark travel up. We don't make money from selling travel. We make money from selling a membership. Just like Netflix doesn't make money from selling movies. They make money from selling a membership, right? Then you can watch all the movies you want. Same thing here. You join the membership and you can book all the travel you want without having each little piece marked up, making it untenable for a lot of people. And so we're bringing that model. We're doing things that have never been done before, with a product that is timeless, with a company that's now in its 11th year, rock solid, debt-free, paid out millions of commissions all around the globe. Of course, I always talk about that secret sauce. A lot of what we're celebrating, a lot of what's driving our growth, we didn't even invent until the year 2020, 3 months before the pandemic. And of course, we know we got the secret sauce because we doubled in size even during the pandemic. I mean, a travel offering so exciting, so enticing, even the pandemic did not slow it down. But the truth is we're just now beginning to really coalesce and consolidate that leadership base. You're seeing people like Keith Brown and Marcus and IY, and you're seeing lots of other great leaders like Eager and Larissa and, and all the, you don't want to start naming names, so you start forgetting people, right? And Camilo and on and on and on. And obviously, Coach D and Pastor Mel, who I'm going to take this call to in a moment, but you're seeing this incredible base of leadership that's being built. And it's from the leadership that you then build the company. And so we're at that moment in time where we're going to start attracting better and better people, which is going to cause the company just to grow at rates you cannot even imagine. And of course, as you attract those kinds of people, it attracts other types of people. And so one of those people who is just an incredible individual, I mean, through and through, he's an author, he's a pastor, he's a leader, he's on our fireside chat every single Sunday. He's there consistently. I mean, we have that fireside chat every single week. In fact, a lot of you might be able to remember a time recently when the power went out. You might be able to remember a time recently where your phone went out, but you can't remember a time recently we didn't have a fireside chat. We're talking about somebody who's more consistent than your power company, more consistent than your phone company, right? There all the time, even when he's dead tired after the incredible event in San Antonio, Texas, right? You got to put a toothpick in to keep your eyelids open. He was on that call there for all of you every single week. He is a leader of leaders. He's a builder of leaders. And what's amazing was, Pastor Mel, that as great as the event was, and it really was great, the church service was unbelievable. It took it to a whole nother level. And again, I know that maybe not everyone out there is a believer, a follower, but for those of you who aren't, I know we got a company full of them here. That if you get to come to an event and you are a believer, tune into the church service, right? You'll be blown away like, wow, this is really something special. I know we're here in Holy Week, as our CEO and founder just talked about. So Pastor Mel, I just want to turn this over to you. I just want to thank you, commend you, bow down to you, because you're just so incredible in so many ways. Just an incredible individual. So take it away, my friend.
Man, let me tell you something, Coach Ton. I honor you, and I thank God just to be around people like you. Shout out to everybody in Travorium family, from our CEO and his beautiful wife all the way down to my leader, Coach D. I love you guys. You guys are a part of my life. And I love how you said it, Coach Todd, because, man, you made me laugh. The moss products, the aloe vera, and all these different things. And think about how simple we have it. Our product, when we think about it, is life. That's what our product is. It's life. And the place where we are now, man, is holy ground. We're in a holy place. So we better take our shoes off, because what's happening, think of it, consider it. You said it. We're in our 11th year, just crossed over our 10th anniversary. Our CEO just had his birthday. We just had the San Antonio event. We're in the second quarter, and we're a few days in front of Resurrection Sunday. So I don't care how bad you've had it, how bad you're down, how low you are, it's time to go up, because that's what Resurrection Sunday is all about, going all the way up. And I see Travorium taking people all the way up. We have a product called life. Who doesn't want to live? Jesus himself said, I've come that you might have life and that you might have it more abundantly. Some of the stuff is up to us whether or not we're going to receive it or not. And I hope that we're catching this. I believe that the vision that God gave the man of God, David Hart, is a vision that adds to the level of quality of abundance in all of our lives. When you think about the memories we make, when you think about the magic of the moments, when you think about the treasures of the travel, when you think about all these wonderful occasions, whether it's in Jamaica, whether it's in Bahamas, whether it's in Dubai, whether it's in Hawaii, whether it's in Vegas in July, guys, I can't wait to see you there, whether it's in San Antonio, where it went down. Shout out to Coach D and all the wonderful team of people who helped make this happen alongside my wife. We were so honored, man. That's what life is all about. And this is an abundant life company. I don't care where you're from, what side of the tracks, what side of the pond. It's an abundant life company. That's our product. And we're absolutely honored to be a part of it. I know I am. And I thank God for each and every one of you. I want to say this, guys. Going into Easter, for those who are believers, let's really share the word. Let's share the message. Let's be an example. Let's be a model. None of us, listen, I don't care what our title is, what our tag is, what our education is. None of us are worthy, but we serve someone and we know someone who is. Let's represent him the way we should, because there are people out there in this world, y'all, that are hurting. One of the things a couple of months back, actually 6 months or so, the leading cause of death for young adults today, y'all, is suicide. Ages 14 to 24. There are some people who haven't even started living yet, and they're checking out, y'all. We got to make sure that we are reaching out into the highways and the byways, doing everything we can to tell people about eternal life and an abundant life. And if you know, like I know, I believe that Travorium is going to be a big part of people tapping in to that abundant life. God bless you, Coach. I love you, man. Thank you for allowing me to share tonight.
And I love you, Pastor Mel. Thank you for the uplifting, optimistic message. And you're right. I mean, guys, regardless of what you believe, a big part of what we do at the company is we reach out to people and we bring hope into their life. Hope that maybe tomorrow could be a better tomorrow. Hope that, hey, maybe I can actually travel to this place or that place. I can check off this bucket list. Hope to maybe just get away. I mean, from all of the stress of the day-to-day and the boss and the grind and all that other kind of stuff, right? And go someplace where, man, look at this. I'm ocean front. I'm in this incredible place. I mean, hope that you can start living again, that there's more to life than just the cubicle. There's more to life than just the traffic jam. And you guys are the deliverers of that message. You're the deliverers of a hopeful message for a hopeful tomorrow. And that is true in every regard of what we do as a company. So, Pastor Mel, thank you so much for all that you do and bringing hope to countless people, not only just in your church, your community, but to the entire Travorium family.
Honored to do so. Thank you, my friend.
All right. The very next person I want to go to is our good buddy. I call him MJ. That's Michael Jordan, the very best to ever do it. To Dale and Maria Roberts, we got them on tonight. They are here every single week on Tuesday, laying it down like nobody else. They've done all the videos, all the stuff they do. Absolutely amazing, true power couple. That we saw they got ranked up to 2-star ambassador. And of course, they've been ranking up and they got multiple, they got, each have a spot and they're ranking up all over the place. I mean, they've increased their income just this year alone already, really 90 days in, by an extra 50 grand a year. Yeah, put it on the pile, right? And they're not done. They're going to be rank advancing even more. And that's pretty incredible, guys, to think that, you continue to rank advance, you continue to increase your income, you continue to go out and see your business spread all over the world and new leaders and their rank advancing. And I remember we had that dinner in San Antonio and we just sat there and said, who's got it better than us? I mean, who's got it better than us? And we've been around a while. I mean, Daryl and Maria have been around 30 plus years in this industry. I've been 28 years in this industry. I mean, I've seen a lot of different kind of companies, a lot of different kind of things. I've been an entrepreneur my entire life. And I'm telling you, nobody has got it better than us. So guys, welcome and your thoughts.
Well, man, Todd, I just got to say thank you, man, for that introduction. You are the very best. I want to thank David and Adele again, guys. We have something very, very special here. If you've ever been praying for a financial blessing, well, it's here right now. All you got to do is take hold of it and go. For others, if you've been looking to be in the right place at the right time, You look back at McDonald's, man, if I could have only been a part of McDonald's before it was a Big Mac, before they called it the Big Mac, where would my life be? What if I was with Apple Computer when Jobs was just getting started, or Microsoft when Gates was just, in the garage getting started? We've all thought about, man, only if I would have been at that place. But sometimes I got to question people, if you would have been there, would you have taken advantage of it? Would you have stayed the test of time and put in the effort when there was no Microsoft, when there was no McDonald's, when there was no Apple computers? And that's the test right now you guys are all going to be taking with this amazing company, because 5 years, you're going to look back from this moment and say, man, I am so thankful to God that I took advantage of this company. I did what David Hart talked earlier today, take some action. That cures a lot of stuff. I took the right action. I put in the right amount of time plus the right activities. That equals your success. And you're going to look back and be so happy, like we are 6 years in. We look back and we are so happy that we stayed the course when we didn't have all of these amazing trips, when we didn't have all the amazing things that you guys have right now. We are thankful that we stayed the course, and you guys will be making that same choice here in either being excited or not excited. But Marie, anything you want to add? Because a couple of things I want to just go over real quick.
Yeah, no, just you said pretty much everything that was on my mind as usual. But this is really exciting, guys. We're in a great time of the company. We're in a great place, and as Daryl mentioned, just take the action, do what you need to do, get out there, do your three-way calls. That's so key. Be out there and be a part of, just one team. We're also glad that be all together and doing everything that we need to do. One of the main things that I really wanted to get across, and hopefully, Daryl, I know you're probably going to talk about this too, but I wanted to just hit on Las Vegas because I know this is going to be a big event.
Wait a minute. What is that? What is that?
105 days until this event. And it's going to be a great event. And one thing that we wanted to make sure that you understood is that, this is how you build your belief. Being at events really help you solidify your belief and take it to another level. And it's really cool to know that, all your peers and the people that you see on the Zooms and the people that you can finally ask whatever questions that you want to ask, or hug whoever you want to hug. And it's just so cool to know that now you have the time, and this is your time to build that belief within yourself. When we talk about belief in the company, belief in the industry, belief in yourself, this is really key in building that part of knowing the industry and knowing a little bit more about you and your self-improvement and things that you want to improve within yourself. So there's a lot of great things that go on at trainings. I just want to make sure that you take the opportunity to really make that decision and make that commitment to be here in Las Vegas. It will literally change your life. We know just from experience over the past 30 years plus that being at events just take your business to a new trajectory in life. And that's really, really key. But that's what is on my heart to speak to someone out there. I don't know if it's several people that are out there, but just make sure that you make that decision and commitment, because we'd love to see you, hug you, and get to know you. And it's so glad that you're taking that consideration and making sure that you're going to be here on July 15th.
Your life will change no matter what. Your life will change. Guys, we did a Zoom today. We're doing multiple Zooms every day, and it is we earning some money. I can tell you that, because the Zooms, the calls, it is all double, triple, quadruple, but we are not complaining. Please let me make sure it's clear. Man, we're on a Zoom with a guy today that has I don't know, he travels with thousands of people every single year signing up. He was so excited after the videos that I sent him. He actually showed one of his key people. This lady was on there. I'm not going to mention her name either. They'll be hopefully coming on here one of these days here in the next month or two. She deals with $100 million with her business in the company every single month. I mean, she said there over the years, it's billions and multiple billions of dollars. She just had some incredible questions after watching the videos. And again, the videos did the job, and then the three-way calls, and then the Zoom, etc. Just truly unbelievable, the value. I want to give a shout out to B, Wendy, and JJ. We did another Zoom at 4:30 today, 6:30 Central Time, and she had 10 guest on there. So
You go be Wendy and JJ.
just blown away. And Todd, I forgot to mention this to you, and I know we talked a couple of times today, but Cameron, when Maria and I went to Kona Kai
Resort and Spa
in San Diego, I remember we met the lady and had her on the phone with you. She came into platinum today. So that trip, you can write the trip off. We met people. She signed up. The lady is just blown away. And a quick shout out to Renithia. Just prior to this call, I was on the phone. Maria and I were with Renithia for about 30 minutes. Guys, we're so lucky and fortunate to have her. She's just an amazing person, and what she's doing and how the team is growing. And she was just sharing some great information with me. And it's we're just blown away. Renithia, I think you're one of the best, and your day definitely is coming.
And your leadership skills are amazing.
Yeah, the leadership skills, I'm telling you, are just unbelievable. And guys, on this flyer here, you see there's spaces next to Igor and Cynthia's slide. There's more circles, and at the bottom next to the 99, some more circles there. So there's spaces. So there's going to be some more people that are going to be added to there. So some of you right now that are ranking up, chances are you'll be added to this list. These are just the ambassadors we were thinking about as of right now, but we don't know this list is going to go to another level. So a good thing, guys. I'll close with this. I love this. Good things come to those who wait, but only those things left by those who hustle. That's the rest of the story. Everybody always hears, well, good things come to those who wait. Well, that's what we were taught when we were growing up, but we never learned the rest of the story. Good things come to those who wait, but only those things left by those of us that hustle. A shout out to everybody that did double training on Saturday. You guys were with Cynthia Sly and obviously, Todd, that was unbelievable. I was preparing for training later that day, and we were jam-packed. So there was about 2.5 hours of training Saturday, and I just couldn't believe. I thought we'd get 5 or 10 people, but Todd, it was literally jam-packed. People wanting to get the knowledge, people wanting to step up and go to the next level. So it is truly, truly a blessing to be a part of the company. Maria and I are so thankful for all the good things. That's why we will always be servant leaders and do the best that we can to help each and every one of you reach the level and success that you want and deserve.
All right, guys, you just heard from two of the very best to ever do it, and they are just remarkable people. They're so humble, right? You hear them, servant leaders, and I mean, they're just so approachable, so humble, so incredible, so just absolutely, you want to hug them in every way. And we are blessed. That's who our Sion founder has attracted, a lot of those types of people, not people that are all about them and I'm this and I'm that, but I mean, just great people that want to help. Again, they are two of the very best to do it every Saturday. Daryl's on there training. Of course, we get Maria on there sometimes too, but he's laying it down every Saturday. The training that Daryl does on a weekly basis is better than you can go spend $1,000 or $2,000 going to Tony Robbins or going to one of those kind of events. And you can walk away sometimes with training that's not even as good as what Daryl gives you every single week for nothing, nada, goose egg, zero dinero, right? Even your internet connection, you all have internet. You're not paying for internet. I mean, you just get on and watch Daryl. He's laying it down. You can be taking notes and putting in you, as Maria says so well, we could just take a chip out of our brain and put it in your brain, right? Well, they do that every week. It's a slow process. Where I wish it was an instant upload. It's not, but it's a week by week upload. And you become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And one of the things you could do is start spending time with Daryl and Maria. How? They're on the call every Tuesday. They're on the call every Saturday. They're on the corporate update call every Monday. You may not be on the phone with them directly, but you're on this presentation, taking in their knowledge, taking in all the books they read, the recommendations, and the way they see the world, right? It's learning to think like they think and act like they like, or act like they act, and you're going to get the results that they get. And I just want to say one more time for the event that's happening there in Las Vegas. The consumer says, well, should I go? Should I not go? I wonder what tickets are. The leader says, I am there. I don't even know what they don't care. I'm there. You start with I'm there. You don't like, well, let me go see how much flights are. Who cares? I'm there. And how many people am I bringing with me? how many campaigns am I going to run between now and then? How am I going to get my team rallied to do a recruiting campaign to get their team rallied? And then how do we like go out there? Hey, did you get your ticket? Did you get your ticket? I mean, get all the lists down and go down. Did you get your ticket? Did you get your ticket? Are you coming? Are you coming? You could run a recruiting campaign. Just take Las Vegas, Nevada, and drive draw a circle 200-mile radius, right? That encompasses Provo. That encompasses Salt Lake. That encompasses Phoenix, Arizona. That encompasses St. George. That encompasses all of Southern California. There's a few people there last time I checked. I mean, guys, draw that circle, because these are all people who can easily plug into that event just by driving in their car. Now's the time to say, hey, who do you know on the team that lives in these areas? Now's the time to reach out and say, hey, do you know anybody in Las Vegas? Do you know anybody in Phoenix? Do you know anybody in Southern California? They just make that extra recruiting effort the next 100 days, and you'll pick up a few recruits, right? Then you get them to the event. It only takes one brand new recruit to absolutely change your life. In fact, Daryl and I were on a Zoom with a guy. He put in 1.2 million people into a company, built this massive team. We spent a long time with him. It was great. It was just a remarkable conversation. But when we hung up, Daryl and I said, proving once again, you are one recruit away from 1.2 million people. I mean, guys, that's how this thing works. But if you aren't plugging in, you're not going to light up, because it is all about building that belief. And because it's Holy Week, I'm just going to do that analogy one more time. After Jesus died on the cross, his 12 apostles didn't go out and start boldly confessing and preaching to everybody. No, they went and hid in a room. They were afraid. They were hidden in the room. They had the doors locked, the shades closed. They were afraid. Hey, maybe the same thing might happen to them. And so again, they were hiding. Their belief level had crumbled to an all-time low. And it wasn't until they saw the resurrected Christ, then the belief level went through the roof, and they went out and they preached into the streets. No matter, and they were being threatened. Hey, you keep doing this, horrible things going to happen. Hey, do what you want, because we're going to follow God, not man. But their belief level had gone through the roof. When you come to this event, it's a place where we're going to build that belief level so that you can boldly go into the streets and tell people about what we're doing as a company. And by the way, I did a Zoom training yesterday with Danny. We were doing it with the French team, and I built a whole new set of slides. And I'm just going to pop them up here for about a half a second. And just to give you guys, I'm going to record this, guys. We're going to record it for everybody. But on the slides here, obviously we talk about the 4 major beliefs. And of course, this one is going to focus on the industry. And I titled the whole thing, this isn't one of them pyramid things, is it? Right? So I give some history about direct selling. A lot of people don't know that franchising was almost outlawed by the United States Congress in the 1950s. By the way, 30 years later, direct selling was almost outlawed by the United States Congress, right, in the 1979. Now, obviously, direct selling has boomed. There's 128 million people who participate. And by the way, that's more people than the entire country of France and the United Kingdom combined. If you want to look at the difference between the National Football League and the network marketing industry, the National Football League sales are on there. I know you might have to get your glasses out, get that magnifying glass out, but oh yeah, you're right. The data is there. It looks like an ant compared to the direct selling industry. This industry's boomed. And then I asked the question, if you were looking for advice on technology or money, would you rather get that advice from your family and friends, or would you rather get that advice from billionaires, right? That's the question we asked. Well, the reason I bring that up is that when you look at the direct selling industry, one of those pyramid things, right? George Soros is one of the richest men in the entire world. In fact, even after donating $32 billion to charity, gave $32 billion away, he's still the 71st richest guy in the entire world. And you got a lot of friends out there, I would never do one of them networking things. Don't bring that networking thing near me. Now, these are people that can't even pay their own bills, struggling to get by. And in the meantime, you got a billionaire who's increased, if you read here, Soros Fund Management increased its holdings in Herbalife, one of them pyramid things, by 80%, according to regulatory filings. Is he alone? No. Warren Buffett, the 5th richest man in the world, owns not 1, not 2, 3 different network marketing companies. His quote in Fortune magazine on network marketing, one of the best investments I've ever made. He's not alone. Richard Branson owns Virgin Airlines, was the keynote speaker at the Pyramid Convention, right, guys? again, I know you got some friends and family that maybe don't think so highly of our industry. They didn't think highly of franchising either. We're simply 30 years behind where the franchising industry was. People attacked it. They thought it was horrible. It was bad. Today, it serves as self-evident. We're going through that same type of evolutionary process. This is the headline, by the way, from the Financial Times. Billionaire Carl Icahn moving into network marketing. I didn't write that headline. That was the headline from the Financial Times. He is one of these, the 35th or 37th richest man in the world who is now participating in the direct selling industry. And I could go on for a lot of slides. I'm going to finish on this one right here. Citibank. Now, Citibank is one of the most prestigious and largest financial institutions in the United States. By the way, they have $2.417 trillion under management. Now, let me put that in context. Remember, I did this for the French team yesterday. The entire gross national product for the entire country of France is only 2.6 trillion. These guys have as much under management as France even does in gross national product. This is a bank that is bigger than a lot of countries, tons of countries. And this particular bank, Citibank, happens to own one of the largest pyramid things in the entire United States. And I say that funny because we all have people, oh, that's one of them pyramid things, right? People that can't even pay their bills. And in the meantime, you've got the billionaires moving into the direct selling industry. They see the trend. As I continue the slides, I got an amazing quote from President Bill Clinton talking about the power of direct selling. From the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, Tony Blair, talking about the power of network marketing. From the 11th President of India, talking about the power of network marketing. From Harry S. Dent Jr., who predicted all kinds of amazing things in the American economy, telling people this is where you ought to be. Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, telling people this is the thing you ought to be doing. Brian Tracy, Jim Rohn, Stephen Covey, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I could go on and on with statesmen, presidents, prime ministers, billionaires, all saying this is the thing you ought to do. So when you get that belief level up, you'll know that you can go out there boldly telling people, yes, I'm in one of those things. One of those things that for Coach D and her husband, Guy Taylor, that even after Guy passed away, he was a 2-star director. His business continued to grow to an ambassadorship. She puts that into a trust fund for her granddaughters. Her granddaughters are going to be millionairesses. They are going to be millionairesses because he took the step and became a 2-star director, and that has now blossomed into an ambassadorship, still growing, money compounding. Yeah, I'm in one of those things. Why aren't you? That's the question. So guys, we're going to record that. We're going to train that. But I do want to bring Coach D on because I see that she's on here. And I want to have Coach D kind of sum this whole thing up, some of her thoughts, not only from San Antonio, but looking forward to the event with Daryl Maria and all the other ambassadors there in Las Vegas, Nevada. And Coach D, your thoughts.
Well, first of all, I want to say y'all did an amazing job. I just like to sit back here. It's easier to come in on my computer through the back instead of the front. But I am definitely, first of all, I want to give a shout out to all the rank ups, all those that are on our team and any other team. I mean, it's just amazing. David Hart has done an amazing job. I think that 2-star director meeting is going to be phenomenal. And I love, we just had that same question on our faith leader Zoom tonight. Are we a pyramid? And so I think that if you would record that, that would be absolutely amazing. Then we can send that to them. But I definitely know this is definitely not that. I had a weekend, and one of the things that you said tonight was important, was to actually rub elbows or arms with people of like-mindedness, people of right. So I made a commitment to go and start looking for people who make 6 figures or more, who have groups of people. And my spiritual father talked about that. Cynthia Sly has talked about that. And so I was a part of a 6-figure weekend. And you'd be surprised how many celebrities that have also embraced network marketing. You'd really be surprised. So I'm just saying that we have this product, embrace it. We have travel, embrace it, right? And then as you begin to look at the whole biblical piece of it, the 12 disciples, and as we're moving into Resurrection Sunday, going from Palm Sunday, Resurrection Sunday, just how powerful that is, Pastor Mel. I'm not going to preach and teach because he already did that. And so have you, Todd. I think you missed your calling. But I'm excited about going to Vegas. You know, I make a vacation out of everything, and though it's going to be hot in July in Vegas, I'm going to be there and I'm going to find me a pool. So I booked me an 8-day, 7-night getaway. So I will definitely be there. I'll probably be there over a week. I think everyone that can get there should get there, especially if you live in that region, you should get there. It's going to be an amazing, I know a lot of our team are going. There's nothing more to say. Events, I mean, Igor is the perfect example. Is he not?
He is.
He came to our event, and in 6 days, he went ambassador. And I remember him sitting next to me and coming over, asking, could he take a picture with me and saying, you know, you are incredible. But I want to say to him as the new ambassador, you are incredible. Events, we bill for events.
Well, then one more, Oksana, who you met obviously at your event, she went 1-star.
Isn't that something? And even Randy ranked up to 2-star. When we were there, he was like a person away or 2 people away. So it's just something to get there. I am excited about going back to Vegas because that's where it started for me. I just wish he would have put me back in the Delano, but it's all good, right? I use my world tour. My points and get me a room, but that's where it started for me. That's where I got my first ring. That's where my husband really made a decision to build this business. And now look like he's going to be a 1-star ambassador, David, before me.
That could happen. That's all good stuff. You know what? I was thinking I wasn't going to come on listening in the background. I just want to share the importance of going to a meeting from your perspective. If you don't go to Atlanta that first time and meet the people and we have a conversation, maybe you're not in Travorium today. I don't see it happening. So,
Yeah.
Which means your granddaughter's going to be billionaire.
Something magical that happens when you connect with people.
Yes.
So.
Yes. It's really about, you know, and you have taught that over and over again, you and Ty. It was all about relationship building. It's really about the power of relationship and extending those relationships You can't force relationships on people. And even inside our teams, this about building relationship, and it's something that creates momentum. I believe that this company has not hit momentum, but we are well on our way to hitting momentum, and Las Vegas will be one of those. I've already signed up for Miami. Miami will be one of those. I mean, we're going to have different meetings throughout the year. And I just think that, especially if you're in a position that we are as ambassadors, those that we can be at, we need to be at. And if you're not and you want to be one, then come rub noses, hands with us or something. We each had our own struggle to get to where we got. I'll say that Danny got a story, Cynthia got a story, Eagle got a story, I got a story. Everybody got a story. Everybody to get to where they got. Even Daryl and Maria got a story to get from 1-star to 2-star. We all got a story, but stories change your life. And so again, come to Vegas. If you can get there, come. It's going to be an amazing event. It really is.
I mean, I love that, Deborah, because I always tell people nobody gets into the promised land without a trip through the desert. You have to go through a wilderness experience before you get into the promised land. And everyone's going to have to go through it. It's going to mean something different challenges to everybody. But the promised land's a place where, you're doing the right things, but the wrong things are happening. And, I think the Lord just sits back to see how you respond. Can you keep doing the right things even when the wrong things are happening? Can you keep that positive mental attitude? Can you keep praising? Can you learn to give thanks in all circumstances? Learn to be content whether you have little or much? I mean, or do you do what most people do, which is moan and complain And if you do moan and complain in the desert, you remain. And so again, it's kind of learning to grow and develop and, go through that trip. And then of course, then you get into the promised land, but that's a whole nother training we'll get into. But guys, sorry, go ahead, coach.
That was awesome. I think that definitely is an example of, and when you hit the promised land, don't forget that there's other people that's coming through with you into the promise. And so that was a great synopsis, but I just want to say happy Resurrection Sunday to all of those who celebrate Jesus Christ. We definitely do. And it's just going to be an amazing week, as you said. We will not be here on Easter Sunday. So for Fireside Chat, we will not be here. I know Pastor Mel probably like, yes, we are, but we're not going to be here.
No call on Sunday. No call on
Sunday. But go ahead and do what you have to do in order to build a great business and go ahead and get yourself booked for Las Vegas.
But we will be doing a training call on Saturday. So you guys know, call on Saturday, that'll happen. No call on Sunday, as Coach you just mentioned. But on Monday, we're going to have Keith Brown, the fastest to 3-star, I think, in the history of the company. He's going to be here. We're going to have Randy Rogers here, brand new 2-star director. He's going to be here. That's going to be fantastic. We're going to have Arena, a brand new 3-star director. She's going to be here. And we're going to have Paul and Donna Scales here. I mean, we got an all-star lineup next week, and I think I'm going to miss it. I think I'm stuck on a plane trying to get back from, we're taking our kids and grandkids to Cabo San Lucas. But Daryl Maria, I mean, they're going to have the most incredible lineup to go through. I'm absolutely jealous. They're going to get, some of the greatest people in our company, some of the newest up and upcoming leaders that are going to be here. So again, tune in next Monday. Going to be incredible. Guys, have an incredible week. Tomorrow night, Daryl and Maria are going to be on here doing what they do every Tuesday. Two of the very best to ever do it. 6 o'clock California time, 9 o'clock East Coast time. All you have to do is invite somebody, make some popcorn, sit back and let them do all the work. That's all you have to do. What are you doing tomorrow night at 6 o'clock California time? Anything that might be worth $100,000 to you this year? Anything? No? Maybe. You just want to come spend 30 minutes with us. I think it could change your life, right? Would you give me 30 minutes if I could change your life? And bring them on the call. Let them hear Dylan Maria. Guys, since you're on, I'll give you the last word. We'll close it out.
Couldn't be more excited and more happy for all of the people rank up today and for the future of this company. We're so thankful. Della, David Hart, wow.
Love you guys, and shout out to 2-star director Coach James, right?
Yeah.
See you. Awesome. Bye, guys.
Thanks,
Have a
Todd.
great-
You
Bye,
are
everybody.
best.
Bye, guys.
Unbelievable. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, Tom.